Good morning. Good morning. This is the last trading session for the year 2023. Um, welcome. Let's give a little bit of time so people can connect. We're off. We're gapping down a little bit. Wow. We gapped down and immediately we touched the 2027 level. All right, guys. Let's start. Um, Welcome to another live stream. Today is a very particular live stream. This is the last session of the year 2023. I think it's a good time to have a reflection of what we did during the year. Um, I'm not coming today with the particular interest on taking um the best setups. I'll be looking for setups, but more than that, I just wanted to reflect on what was the year, how it started, how it's ending, the progress that I have achieved, and have a in-depth analysis of what was my year and what I want for next year in terms of my trading. All right, so let's try to see look for setups, and then we'll have enough time to um work on those reflections. I actually I might be more inclined towards the short side. The dollar and rates are going up a little bit, not much. Although I don't trust the dollar to the upside. That's the honest truth. Um, I might take the gap close here at 33. iPhone G, welcome. Hey, buddy. Thanks for your loyalty. You're very consistent coming into my live streams. Good times and bad times. I'm very thankful for that. All right, so tick chart is coming up to zero line. I want to see how this reacts at zero line. For the first 2 minutes, it was very bearish. Even when the market was bouncing a little bit. We do have a divergence on the advanced decline. So yeah, I might take this gap close 33. I want to see before this thing gets to 33. I would like to see the tick chart below zero, honestly. It's not. So the way I'm structuring this, so this has to be my stop, and my target, I want it to be here. Right, so my entry has to be somewhere around 33. Yeah, 2.2. Oh no. Now tick chart is bouncing above zero line. Hmm. I don't think this short have good chances. I need to see the advanced decline coming down. Yeah. Yeah, it's better to cancel it. Let's see the news to see if we have something today. I don't think we have anything. Chicago PMI at 9:45. That's an orange folder. There's 6 more minutes for it. Let's wait. So right now, if I wanted to take 33, I would be in very bad shape because of the tick chart. I would be against the momentum for the day. Yeah, I'm not thinking to take the short, honestly, now. Now, this is yesterday's COT from 33 to 36. Let's see how the market reacts when it's inside the area. I'm by myself today. I don't see any. George is not here. Ale is traveling, and Jason is is yeah, is off today, I think. So NQ is starting to um reject that level, the 1790. Yes, still pushing. Yeah. So the NQ is more to the weak side today. See how this one goes. All right, so tick chart is finally crossing zero. What up? Welcome. So the dollar has been ranging for like an hour now. So that's good. Um that is good for the short. So that tells me that probably the dollar is going to continue to the upside. Good morning. Yeah, yeah. Live here. Oh, they don't talk, puppy. They don't talk. Yeah. Look, you're here. Mm-hmm. Good. Dale, puppy. Dile, ma. Bye. All right. 3 more minutes for Chicago PMI, I think it is. Yeah, 2 minutes. Let's wait for it. And nice person. Thank you, Razor. Welcome. All right, so tick bounce at minus 300 and 350. Let's call it 350. And went to zero. I want to see what happens here at but it doesn't look good for the short, honestly. Um and look, we have the news out. Oh no, 1 more minute. I like to see the tick chart spending more time below zero if I want to short. I mean, it doesn't look crazy. We do have this. Um, this is yesterday's high volume node, the blue lines. So one of the things that could happen is that we come to this resistance here about 35, and then we start dropping from there. If I want to structure this trade, my stop has to be, let's call it here. My target has to be at least here, right? And my entry for the 2 to 1, it has to be here. Yeah, it's yesterday. Yesterday's high is here. Yeah. Oh no, yesterday's high is right here. It's 39.75. So we are having a little bit of divergence on the advanced line, which is good. The thing is that I don't trust the level. I don't trust the level right here at the close of yesterday. So the news is out. I would like to see the tick chart, being a little bit more negative if I really want to engage the short from here, right? Because location is not ideal, especially after we have been here since 38, like 7 minutes around this area. Already came down and we got bought here. Yes, yes, and one of the issue with low volume is that it plays with your patience because the movements are a lot slower. Um, and let's say you take a trade that usually take 5 7 minutes. Um, it might take like 35 an hour with this volume. On the other side is good because you can manage risk in a better fashion because it moves a lot, less. Um, yeah. All right. So if I want to, hey, welcome back. If I want to short, I like to see the tick chart on a more negative numbers. Um, my short term bias is neutral, but my intermediate and long term bias are bullish. So I don't need the tick chart to be very positive for the market to go up. So it could spend time at plus 200, and it'll push prices up still with no extreme to the positive side. That's what I meant. That's what I mean. Whereas if I'm taking a short, I need the information from the tick chart very negative because I need momentum to the downside because every time we drop, this thing gets bought up, right? And it's very logical. One of the I think the strength of my trading system is that it's highly contextual. Like regardless of what is going on, you can read the market. You don't need an indicator. You don't need certain conditions. You just need to read price action. and that makes me very confident. So right now the NQ is above the RTH view up. The ES is below the RTH view up. All right, so we're having a very nice divergence on the advanced decline, and you can see it with the Russell because the Russell is dropping and the S is going higher, so that those two markets are diverging. So this thesis of the 36 is gaining more strength. Tick chart is minus 400. Advanced decline come sharply down. So the advanced decline is a very good in a very good shape for the short. Tick chart is not like the best setup, but still is below zero. I wanted to see I want to see it below minus 600. Right now it's minus 400. What do you guys think? What are your thoughts? Long or short? I don't think the long is a very good trade right now. No, everything is priced in, bro. Like those economic news events, those unless it's like a Fed day which is already priced in. But CPI, all those economic markers, like big funds, they do their own surveys, they do their own work to know the number way before it comes out. Like I don't, I just want to have the calendar um on hand just because of the volatility that it's gonna cause. But I think the market, that's a theory that I have, that the market already made its mind way before the news came out. Nice. I don't expect to do much today, especially with these uh last few days that we have had with very low volatility. There's no need. Like January is around the corner, and first week or second week of January, they're gonna start. It's gonna be more volatile. Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. I think it's very probable that we will have um volatility in January. Yeah, I think so, bro. How's your trip going? Bro, I really don't discard the short. I wanted to take 33. I wanted to take 33, but I don't think there's follow through from 33. And now tick is bouncing back again. Probably we'll have a very nice divergence on the advanced decline if we break 34. New 30-minute. Nice. Think I'm asking too much for the 36. It's very unlikely that it's gonna get there, especially with the NQ like it is right now. Hey, welcome. Dark is a ES. Yeah, or micro ES. I mean, I was expecting to short at 33, but then um things changed in the internals and I canceled the order. I'll still will be in the trade, but not in good shape. Like tick chart is right now bouncing off of zero. Um, so I'm just waiting to see if I can take the 36. Um, but I don't. It's very slow. Yo, yeah, NQ is pushing down. ES is holding. Hmm. New five in 30 seconds. So we're having a nice divergence. We are having a very nice divergence. I think it's possible to take the 36. Tick chart is yeah, dollar's going down big time. It's at the low of the session, basically, from London Open. But until we break that, I would think like it could bounce. If it breaks that to the downside, then yes. It's gonna take a little bit. I'm coming back in 2 minutes. Hmm. Yeah, I'm putting this trade. Yeah, I'm just going for 2 to 1. I don't think it's gonna change dramatically though. Yeah, I'm taking this one. I have a very nice divergence to the downside. And look, the way I structure the trade, because the entry should be around here. Like the zone starts at 35.50. But since I have my target here at 31, 31 is a very sensitive area. I want to take my profits here at 31, and my stop has to be above this pivot. Look at that shit. Oh, early drop. Traders front running this area probably. Yeah. The divergence was a no-brainer, honestly. The divergence was a no-brainer. I think that was it. That was my opportunity. I don't think a market can reverse with this type of internals that I'm having. Hmm. Yeah, I don't think there's much for me here. So I had this order at 36, and we're hovering 31, where my target was. I mean, I do it, and if you see our videos, we used to do two live streams. We used to do the pre-market at like 8:45 or something, and it's quite basic what I do. Like I look for the same thing every single day. Um, I need to see what the market did yesterday. Um, Assess the three time frames: the longer, intermediate, and short term time frames, and mark for the areas, right? And I have a simple algorithm: dollar up, rates up, market down; dollar down, rates down, market up. That's the default modes, those two. The rest are variations that I learned with time. One of the things that I do is this. Um, One of the things that I do, and I've doing it for years now, is this. Um, and I think everybody should do it. Like everyone should do it. Like this is my OneNote, and this is today's. This is a folder called today's trade plan, and look how many I have. Look, I can go on and on, up and down. Like, and I check up the currencies. I write the news that we have for today. Um, what the commodities are doing. I take pictures and then I review what happens in the afternoon, right? How accurate was my quote unquote prediction. I'm not trying to predict, but in the pre market, I want to have some sort of bias, right? So that's what I do. And I've been doing it for years. Look how many I have. Look, I take pictures of every chart every morning, how the dollar is strong, the dollar is weak, the news for the day, where are my areas, what is my plan ahead of the trading session, etc. Right? So um I think pre-market analysis is so personal. Um, and we used to do in the fund. We used to do a an elevator pitch at um 9:15, like no more than 60 seconds. All right, tell me what's your plan ahead of the training session, right? I'm looking for this. I'm looking for that. Um, for me today, it was the dollar was going up, rates were going up. Um, I wanted to short, right? Then internals show up, and then it confirms my thesis that the short was the best trade. Um, and then what is the last thing I do? Pearson, what do you think is the last thing I look for? And it's is a word that we use very often here in the channel. Now I already have everything aligned. I either have advanced decline on diverging, or tick chart is pretty much weak, or very strong. There's one thing that is my main focus, and it has been my main focus for at least 4 to 6 weeks, because that's where I was making that was where I was making mistakes, right? Um, uh, so I look for the location, right? So location is the last thing I look for. Um, After I have everything, okay, yes, this is the direction that I want to trade. This is definitely the direction. Now, it could fail, but if you have the right location, only location itself is a good edge, right? On top of that, you have the internals aligned with you, and you have the Nasdaq, you have the Russell dropping as well. There you go. You just need a location where to trade from, right? For me, it was 36. It got to 35. Now I need to understand that um and here's the tricky part, because let me cancel this order and do it from scratch, right? All right. First thing you need to look at in the chart is the stop. Where is the stop? Where is the invalidation point? So um what happens if you enter the trade here? Let's say you enter the trade here, right? And it comes down and then it goes this, right? Is this thesis valid still, or is already invalidated because it broke this pivot, right? So that's the question you need to ask yourself. So for me it was, all right, no, I saw this pivot, right? But then I saw this one and then this one, right? All right, let's say I want to risk, what time is this? 1 in the afternoon. This is the last pivot before the close yesterday. So this is going to be a very sensitive area, right? And I have a resistant line here. So I say my stop, my stop has to be here. Say I'm on a short, I click short here. My stop has to be at least above this pivot. And I would say like couple ticks, right? With this volatility. All right, so where's my demand or my support line? So where I think prices could bounce. And I see this, I see all this form today, right? And I say the high probability is that prices come here. The highest probability is that prices could come here, right? But after here, I don't know. It probably bounced because this is a good good support, right? So I need to structure the trade where my highest probability target is. So I would say like here, right? Now you can see, I don't know if you see it here, but there is this number right here to the right that says 1.7 R, right? So if I keep my entry, here at 35, right? I'm being going for 1.7 R. And you guys know that I don't do 1.7. I need to do at least 2. So I needed to move it to the upside, right? And there you go. That's my 36 entry, right? Not because this area was not going to work, or I was thinking that probably the entry here was bad. No, it was good. But for me to risk all this, let's say I enter here, right? Ideally, to risk the entire pivot to get my trade to 31, I was going to have a 1-to-1 trade. And it's not optimal, right? My trading system needs 2-to-1, right? And that's something that I learned the hard way, by the way. um I didn't discover that because I was cute. I discovered that the hard way, to say it um softly, if you will. um so yeah, stop, target, and then the entry. Stop, target, and then the entry. But mostly the stop is very important, because if we get stopped out, our thesis get invalidated 100%. We don't get stopped out because we got wicked out, and sometimes will happen, but not the majority of your trades, right? I don't know if you guys agree with what I do. If you think that is not correct, just put it on the comments so we can discuss it, and have a very healthy discussion about trading, because this is very subjective. Trading is very subjective. um, for instance, I don't use indicators in my charts. You see, my charts are only lines that I put, and I use mostly volume. There's not a dynamic indicator that is changing constantly, right? Is something that happened already, is the past, and I use it. um but there are people that use a lot of indicators, and I understand that there is a chance that they can be profitable. I cannot be profitable with indicators, but there are people that can be profitable with indicators, and I don't criticize them. It's just part of my psychology as a trader. Bro, there's a very nice divergence. I think if we get to 36 again, I'm gonna short this thing. So Pearson, what would you say about your trading your trading year. Um, and is very I think this was my even though it was not the year that I made more money on my trading because I stopped 6 months. I think it was the my best year overall in terms of advancing as a professional trader. And one of the mistakes that I used to make um, until not very long time ago was just to focusing um, on the money and not on the process. Focusing on the process is um, I think number one rule if you want to learn something, master something, right? Regardless of if you make money. And part of the peer pressure of, oh, are you making money? Or your family texts you how many your family asks you how much money do you make today? Or a lot of people confuse this with getting rich scheme, getting rich quick scheme, right? Uh, nothing could be farther from the truth. Um, and I didn't understand that till not a long time ago, probably a couple years ago. Um, oh yeah, I do have a Discord. Let me give you the right link. That I don't know why that thing just gets All right, I'm gonna put it on the comments and on the description. So that's the most recent Discord link, and on the I think I can change the comments, right? Yeah, yeah. All right, there you go. All right, so it's in the comments, um, and in the description down below. Um, I was talking about my year, right? So for those who don't know, I came with very high expectations in January of 2023, and then I blew 20 accounts in January. Not only did I blew 20 accounts, um, in one or two trading sessions, but the way I did it, right? The way I was reacting, the way I was trading recklessly and just completely out of focus, right? So I sat down like I was okay, what am I gonna do? Because it's not because I blew the accounts. The accounts I could recover them not pretty easily, but with a little bit of work I could get the accounts back. But okay, what I was gonna do if I get other accounts. And then I stopped. I think I had a trading addiction. I had an addiction to my emotions and not being able to overcome a loss. Um, thank you, Razor. Not be able to overcome a loss and understand that there is a lot of randomness in the market and things could happen that you have no control over, right? So I stopped. I bought this house and I put a lot of work into it. So I was sort of like distracted from trading, not watching the charts for weeks. And then I moved in, I set up my office and stuff. And started to come back. And then I said, all right, let's do one thing. I don't trust myself, right? I don't trust myself. I think I am a good trader, but sometimes I get possessed by this Franco that trades recklessly and doesn't want to lose. And I told my wife, look, I have these funded accounts and I'm gonna put a circuit breaker if I lose $100, just $100. I'm gonna trade one micro. If I lose $100, it's gonna kick me out. I will not have the power to override the loss, meaning I could not put more money into the account. It will just lock me out for the day, and you will save this password, and let's see what happens, right? And don't give it to me during trading hours, meaning don't give it to me before 9:30. Sorry, after 9:30 and before 4 p.m., right? After hours, if I ask for it, you can give it to me. So that was back in May. And the first trades that I was hitting, I was like losing 100, 100, 100, like, and having this sensation of frustration and anxiety because I was not doing what I needed to do, right? Which was looking for good trades. Then um I got so disgusted with what I was doing, even though I was not losing money because I hit my max threshold, which was $100 per account, and I was like, all right, so it's not that bad. I just lost 100, but the way I lost it was stupid, right? I didn't even plan for the trade. So something started to kick in my psychology and my personality that I was paying more attention to the chart and price action, and then going back to the basics, right? Um, for me, internals, dollars, whatever, more technical, right? And doing the work, logging the trades, even though I was sometimes I would take 6 trades and I was like, damn, how am I gonna log this thing up? Like so much work, pictures and comments and custom statistics and reviewing the. So I started to get in love more with the process, and I think it was very productive year in terms of improving my trading system, securing um how can I say this, like uh getting more confident on the trades that I'm taking. um and one thing that makes me very very confident, believe it or not, is the learning curve that my cousin has had, because he came here with a little bit of information and a little bit of mental damage in trading. Not too much, right? He was trading options. I don't know if you're here, Ale, but if you're listening, but I can notice how a person can learn from zero, and let's say he is like 50, 60%, right? But he learned from zero with very little damage, and he improved his trading tremendously. Not getting engaged in revenge trading or over trading or oversizing. None of those things that I did in the past that were so detrimental for my trading, that I had to in some way unlearn, or yeah, unlearn and try to erase that from my subconscious mind, which is not an easy thing to do because it takes time. I'm 41. It takes a lot of time and a lot of practice and a lot of repetition of doing things one way. so my body, my mind get accustomed to do the right thing, right? But for him was like, all right, this is what I gotta do, and I'm gonna learn it, period, right? He got funded in 3 months or 4 months, trading the way we're trading. Um, he got very confident. He hasn't lost a trade in a while. He is confident of the trading system that we use, right? That is not a perfect system, and none of the systems are perfect. But if you learn how to cope with losses, I think you will be a better trader. And focusing on the process will make you definitely the trader that you want to be. And for 2024, although I do have financial goals, those are not going to be my main priority. My main priority was it will be just focusing on the process, logging my trades, learning from every single trading session. Even though I didn't take trades today, um, I don't regret not taking this trade. Look, look where my area is. The blue area is this one, right? So I was thinking 33. It got to 35, right? Now the thing is, taking this trade was kind of tricky because of what I said before, the stop, right? But this thing doesn't happen on a higher volatility environment. This is a pretty straightforward trade that I could trade, because if I think my target is somewhere around here, let's say 42.20, right? And my stop is around here, right? So look at this. I could take this one, right? I could definitely take this one. Not even that. Look at this. My stop is here. 3 to 1 is here. So I could have taken 34, right? These are my trades. These are my type of trades. Now, since we have a very low volatility, I want to go for a high probability target, which is this. Like, this is a movement that we had 12 points. Yesterday, we didn't have 12 points in the entire range, right? So, um, it's a life or death situation that I didn't take this trade. Absolutely not. Now, I'm learning from it, right? So I learn how to, from every situation I need to, and I'm obliged. I need to learn from every situation, regardless, right? Yes. And look, um, this is this is a video that I was showing my friend last night. I think Joko Willink. Type in Joko Willink good on YouTube. Um, if you have a setback in life, um, just watch that video. I think it'll motivate you to do things that you don't think you can do. And thank you guys for being here on the last trading session of the year. It means a lot to me. So look how powerful can be if you read the market correctly. Um, no, no worries, Racer. Look, I'm a developing trader. I do not claim to be your Soros or be like my none of that, but I think I want to do something with my life. I want to be good, and that implies a lot of hard work. And a lot of people, including myself, got into trading just because thought that was quick money and easy money. But this is the hardest thing you could do. Master yourself. This is the hardest thing you could do. Not easy. Not easy. Look at that drop. This is where the market just blows your expectations away all the time. When you think, no, this thing is just going to 30, where was it? 31, right? Look at this thing, 16. The good part is that we were not taking longs. I never said I like the long. I never said this is where I'm gonna buy. No, because all the time I was watching this for the short. This is the beauty of reading the market contextually. Nice. Nice. I got into trading because of the money, honestly. And then I got in love with it, but yeah, it's very challenging though. So these 16 3/4, we had this 16 3/4 not long time ago, like a couple days ago. See that? This double bottom we had here? It was 2 in the afternoon. I was not in the computer, but look at this. Let me get rid of this one. Yeah, obviously. Um, Picture got to a point of exhaustion. Picture got to a point of exhaustion here at when was this 10:48 right here. So this is a classic reversal pattern, especially if tick chart bounces above zero, right? Right now it is above zero, so my expectations is that the market is gonna bounce probably to the overnight low here, 28, right? Um, I want the tick chart above zero. If if tick chart goes below zero again, probably we have more continuation to the downside. But this is a classic. This is a classic reversal pattern. Um, I just want to see tick chart are bouncing off of zero, and that's right now. That is right now. If it's going to bounce, it needs to bounce, and it's not. Yeah, tick chart is very negative now, minus 500. Doesn't look like it's going to bounce. Advanced decline is very negative as well. So yeah, most likely we will have either 14 or oh 09 three quarters, because tick chart is getting momentum to the downside. How much was this bounce from here to here? 7 points. Not bad. Yeah, but the momentum is to the downside. It's great to the downside. Yeah, 16 three quarters. So 17 is a very good number there. but the reversal might be possible. Um, the only thing is tick chart needs to be above zero. Hmm. Hmm. No, I don't. Ah, I don't know. Like, it's not something that I will take the long. I think it's probably gonna balance for a couple minutes. When I say couple minutes, probably like 15, 30 minutes, and then um, either a continuation or a bounce. But for the bounce, I need to see the tick chart going above zero, and it's not. If it bounces and start printing like plus 500, then yes, I will be more inclined to take the long. But as of right now, I think is the high probability is that continues to the downside. Tick is not going above. Tick is not going above zero. Probably will uh, balance for a little bit for a 1 or 2 15-minute candle. Hmm. Coming back in 2 minutes. It could be Free Fall Friday. Who knows? How much are we dropping? Well, NQ is dropping a little bit better. Oh, wow. Russell is dropping good. Still, Russell is going to end up the year. How much up? Approximately 14%. Wow, that's quite a move. Although this might not be the right chart. Let me see. Because the S&P, if we do this, let's put the monthly chart. It's easier. All right, so here's where it opened. So we're gonna finish up the year 24% up. AWM. Yeah, 14% up. Damn. NQ. Wow. NQ is crazy, bro. Look at that. Whopping 53%. Wow. You guys can't believe this? This is January 3rd of 2023. Am I seeing it right? Yeah. Wow. Good. After seeing this chart, we shouldn't have taken any shorts, right? During the year. Wow. Bro, we have 3 months that the market went up 10% on the NQ. Wow. I mean, you see it and you don't believe it, right? Damn. There you go. So, do you see how you can assess the probability of the movement if it's up or down based on the internals? And I think is very accurate. Um, yeah, it looks like it could continue dropping. Until it finds buyers. Wow, they didn't fill me in for 1 point. 1 point. Look at that movement. How much it moved? 30? Yeah. And now it's getting momentum to the downside, man. This is non-stop. This is another exhaustion level. Let's see how this one goes.
It's Free Fall Friday.
Yo, where were you?
What's going on, man?
Good.
Yeah, sorry, I just figured I'd take the day off. Like it's been kind of
No, I,
choppy.
yeah, but
What?
not anymore.
Yeah, I know, right? Uh, we should have some support around the 4806 area, but if this does break, we could come down to 4800. I have that as a support. And if both of those fail, she I don't know. I don't think all that's gonna happen today, but I mean, if it does, 4750 be the next like legit support zone.
This is a good bounce, though.
Yeah, I feel like this is where we're gonna bounce on the day. Like I got this marked out from hourly support.
I mean, this is a very good bounce. I want to see what the tick says here. Still, if it doesn't go above 300, I will consider just a dead cat bounce. And it looks like it's a dead cat bounce. See how this one goes. Don't try to catch this knife, guys. Don't try to take any long here. Um, Wait for it to give you the information. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here.
Yeah, I feel like oh 08 should hold. Like if that doesn't hold, then the market's in trouble.
Sayonara. Yeah, tick chart is below zero, so this is it's gonna go to the next area, which is what do you like, James?
Are you talking about mine?
I mean, yeah, because I have 93. Damn, that's far.
I have 4,800 flat from higher time frame, but I don't know. I just we might double bottom here off the low, like oh 05. I really feel like this oh 08, like seriously, if oh 08 does not hold, there's some real shit going on. Like that's like some big like headline type stuff. Oh 08 should hold.
I don't think I have anything. I think I have anything on a market watch or something, like a big news or something. No? I have these 47.99.50 in and 47.92.
After 800, like it kind of goes into free fall. I feel like that would be that would give up. What was that, like the last almost 2 weeks of price action if we drop 4,800, which means it's all fugazi. Which I mean, it probably is. 'Cause a lot of this up here has just been consolidation, which could be
Mm-hmm.
construed like either way. Like we're consolidating at highs, that could be bullish, but I mean the way we're breaking down here, I mean, and it was like a slow trickle crawl up. It wasn't like a flat near the highs straight to the right kind of consolidation. It was like a we're gonna try to get as high as we can before we dump our shares. What it
Mm-hmm.
felt like to me. Contracts in this case.
I could believe there is some hedging probably going on
Right.
instead of like share like shares selling or stock selling. I do think it's probably more like a hedging move because it makes no sense for me to sell right now if you're in profit. Why would? Why would you?
Well, you're either gonna get taxed on it this year or you're gonna get taxed on it next year. It doesn't
Yeah,
really make
yeah.
a
If you
difference.
sell on Tuesday, you get taxed in 2025. So I just rather just wait a couple days. Yo, I think we could get to 92, honestly. 4800 is going to be a bait number. Like a lot of people are going to buy at 4800, but uh if I am selling, I'm just waiting 4800 for a lot of people to buy so I can liquidate at 4800.
For sure.
Yeah. I don't see the stop yet. It's gaining momentum, bro. Just this 30-minute candle, we dropped like 30 of 0.3%. So we're down zero point 0.6, almost 1 on the Nasdaq, 1.4 on the Russell. Bro, and I was, you know what? Earlier, I had an order to short at 15, bro. Sorry, at 30, 30, 30, 36. And it got to 35. That was my sell. 36. I figured that.
Mine was 31.
Oh, you did sell?
Yeah, I took a quick trade. Like it didn't. I mean, my I got one full target and another partial at like 26 half,
Mm.
26 somewhere in there. On that spike down, that 1034 candle spike. And
Mm-hmm.
then after that, I got to watch like the next 10 minutes happen, and it made me want to like shut the computer off. So,
Mm. Look at that shit, bro. God damn it.
hey, yo, I am down for a sell off, man. If we could get a sell off and like a housing market correction, not a crash, but a correction,
You're looking to
I
buy?
am totally down for that. Yes, sir.
Yeah, in New York, it's impossible, right? Prices are crazy.
Bro, it's
Well,
like it's like 600K for a studio, bro.
no shit. Well, here in Miami, it's the same shit.
I believe it.
Mm-hmm. Coming back in 2 seconds.
Bro, there's no way we don't hold 4,800. This consolidation is getting real tight down here. Like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I think we bounce off this. Yeah, you and me both, man. I'm looking forward to 2024. Woo! Oh yeah, there go the buyers. Oof. Woof. Nah, I can't call them roaches, bro. That's a discount right there, dude. That's what good old 40-point drop. I should be buying here too. Yeah, there might have been a few scalpers in there, but I'd be willing to bet the majority of the people that are buying right there, like, you know, portfolios. Trying to hold for the long term. Some serious eyes that hopped in right there. Volume is still leaning heavy to the sell side though, so I guess we'll see. Yo,
I was hungry, bro.
yeah, me too. Probably need to grab some food here in a minute.
Yes, anyone can trade futures.
Check your DMs real quick when you get a minute. I mean,
I put a new one. I put a new one. It's on the description and in this chat also. Yo.
some more size stepping up. Shoo. Pretty solid block orders coming through.
Bro, Forex is awesome. There are two downsides. I would say three. Number one, that is a non regulated industry here in the US. So your broker can um, go against you. They can see the entirety of the orders, and they, with money, can go against you and force you to liquidate. Number one. Pardon me. That doesn't happen on futures because it's a centralized exchange. It's a centralized exchange. All the orders go to the same exchange. That's number one, but was not my main reason. The second reason, it was a little bit more like a strong reason, was the spread. So spread is very hard to compensate in forex unless you take trades that last longer, right? But if you want to take those 5 to 10 minute trades in forex, you will be paying a big chunk of your profits in spreads. So no bueno. That's the second reason. I would say that was like 10 to 15% of why I did not continue trading forex. And the third reason I stopped trading forex, which it was like 85% of why I did stop trading forex, is because the schedule is so messed up. The cleanest setup happened at 3 in the morning when London opens. The easiest, the cleaner, and the best ones happen during London Open. So, few things. I was driving to West Palm to trade at 3 in the morning, so I would wake up 1:45. Just brush my teeth, already showered and everything. I would drive 1 hour at 90 miles per hour. Not 1 hour, but a little bit less, let's say. But roughly like 80 to 90 miles per hour at 1 in the morning to West Palm to trade with my friends. So I had to be seated at 2:45. And even 15 minutes before, I was I was never ready. um so I did that for like 6 to 8 months. And I love forex. I love it. If I would live in Europe, I would trade forex in the futures. um what I do with the internals, uh there's even better. They're not called internals, but you can use correlations big time. Like I don't use it here, for instance. I see the dollar here, but the dollar is 82% correlated. In forex, you have 100% correlations, or minus 100% correlations. So that gives you an edge big time. The way I traded forex is very good. I was also like initiating in trading. Uh, I don't. I was not an expert. It's not that I'm an expert right now either, but but I was a lot more novice, right? Um, and then I found futures. I found an edge on futures, and I stayed easy. 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning. regular schedule, normal schedule. You don't have to wake up at 2 in the morning or 1 in the morning. You have family, you have friends, right? I mean, that's the main reason I stopped trading forex. I didn't pursue my entire career trading forex, right? That was the reason. But I think that's an experience that every trader needs to go through. And forex taught me so much about correlations, about patience, and about sizing too, because you can trade the smallest size, so you can trade $1. You don't need to, like here you need some margin, right? If you don't have $500 or $300 in the account, and even with that, is that's nothing. On futures you just need $1 or less, like you can have $0.1. It's just um the sizing is so much easier. Yeah, yeah, because futures is good. You have the leverage. Margin is quite low. It's straightforward. It's not like options. My friend was here last night. He was, all right. Explain to me how the time decay works in futures. Like, there's no time decay. That's only in options, right? He's a very
That's
new.
my favorite part is
Yeah,
because I came from trading options,
yeah,
and bro, when I tell you that I heard that there was no time decay, like you didn't have to
yeah.
mess with none of those Greeks,
You don't
man.
have
I
Vega. You
never
don't
made a
have
move so
Theta.
fast in my life, dude. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, yeet, gone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Mm.
Not that I was holding trades for like 5 hours anyway, but I mean, I'm just saying, like
No,
Greeks,
not only that, but a day
yeah.
like yesterday, you would have lost everything, regardless of if you were long or short on options, because it was a pure sideways day. Like the entire range was like 10 points.
Nah, I mean, like for like Spy or something, yeah. But I mean, like Tesla was moving
Hmm.
decently. AMD had some bounces. There's a
No,
nice
yeah,
bounce play on.
that is true. But sometimes, yeah, you have to approach things differently, very differently. You cannot trade like I do the ES exclusively with options. You got to go to different, you know, stocks and companies and stuff. Stuff. I trade options. I do a lot of options. But I mainly sell options. Me and my brother, we do a portfolio. Um, we manage portfolio, and we do long term options. Not long term, like 30 days, 60 days. Um, and I think is a very good instrument. I mean, I like it. I love it. I do love options. It's very dynamic. I love it. But not for day trading. Day trading is tough with options. Um, and I have friends that have day traded options big time. Like I'm telling you, big money, like 5, 6 figures. Um, but they understand. They understand how this thing works. It's not something like as straightforward as you think. It requires a lot more experience in the markets. And it's sad that the majority of new traders uh initiated with options, bro, which I think is completely backwards. Don't you think, James? Like a lot of
Oh yeah,
new
100. Bro,
traders.
I started on penny stocks, bro. Like you talking about
Yeah, me too.
OTCs, bro? Like the worst way to start trading. That's it right there.
Yeah, me
Start on
too.
penny stocks with like a 50K account and come back a week later with like 2 G's left over, bro. Like the
No
fuck out of here.
way. Are you serious?
I'm not saying me. I'm just saying like in
Oh,
general, like
oh,
you're like a
oh, yeah,
brand
yeah,
new trader. Like
yeah,
that's typically how that would go. Like pink sheets and then freaking like options. Like I know people like I was in a Discord years ago. I know people who were selling naked calls on Robinhood
no
and
fucking
had no
way.
business doing that. Yeah, bro. Yeah,
Wow.
selling naked call and had no idea. Like none of us did. None of us knew like yet. But when I found that out, the naked call thing, I was like, bro, something that doesn't sound right. You can't make money and then not like have no downside. Like something that's and then that's where the light bulb went off. Well, let me go see what happens if you sell naked call. And
Yeah.
you get exercised.
I
And
don't even I don't even dare to trade a naked call. Like it's I I mean I just do cover calls if I'm selling a call. I could sell naked puts, but I'm covering. I have the margin to buy the shares if it goes and I've executed. I mean exercised, but I wouldn't sell a naked call. Uh, that's too much of a risk. But I do think the real path to become a trader is start with forex, right? You can start with forex. You can go and then trade some stocks, right? And then futures, and then the last thing you learn is options. Um, that's I think is my ideal path to become a like an a more like broad trader, like that you learn everything, right? Um, and if you're a professional trader, I think you should learn everything. You should learn sure. You should learn forex. You should learn options. You should learn everything because it's everything intertwined, right? Like for instance, expirations, the influence, and the futures, volatility, etc. So you need to understand at least. Um, but yeah, I started backwards too. I started trading penny stocks. Luckily, I never got into options soon enough to get in love with day trading options. That was a point of my favor. That was God just keeping me out of trading options. Yeah, stock options. Like like nowadays, I see like for instance, my cousin, his friends, all of them are starting trading options, which I think is completely backwards. There's this guy. I don't know if you have seen him, James. I don't think so. He is from Colombia.
who's that?
The It's a guy that teaches trading options, but he targets a very poor people, like this type of like blue collar workers that are looking for an extra few $100 a month to like complete their bills, whatever. This guy called Cardona, I think. Bro, he has fucked so many people here in South Florida. He has billboards all over the highways and the turnpikes. And
What?
yeah, yeah. He has billboards there. No, I'll teach you how to trade in the stock market and become profitable and so on. And bro, I know because a friend of mine, few friend of mine's, few of them took that class. It's $1,000 class, 2 weekends, right? And then
Hmm.
you get access to like a one sort of like a Zoom or a Discord for like 3 times a week for like 1 month. Bro, but it's so bad what he teaches. Like, can you figure learning to trade options in 2 weekends? It's literally impossible for
Wait,
someone.
what?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And he's teaching that to people that they don't know how to even handle a computer, how to turn the computer on, how to, you know. Oh my God, it's so bad. So many people are losing their money trading options, and I don't know how that guy sleeps because honestly, bro,
Yeah, that's twisted.
yeah, like I could tell you what I think, how I approach this thing, and that is the only reason. A lot of people has emailed me, "Oh, look, why don't you create a class, send me a course?" And the only reason I haven't make a class or a course is because I know 90% of the people that take that class are going to fail, or even higher, 95, right? And not because those 90% of the people that trade are bad traders, or is because we are wired. This is very counterintuitive. This is a very counterintuitive profession. Like you got to do what you got to do here, right? And a lot of people are not wired for that. They need to make changes. It's something that is more broad than what you think. It's not just learning one class. It's just it's about transforming yourself completely. Your personality. You gotta shift. You gotta change your personality until you become a trader, right? You really are a
Oh
trader.
yeah.
So the majority of people that are taking classes there, they're not gonna make it, and then they have this illusion that they will make it. Uh, but not if they don't transform themselves to become a professional trader. And but yeah, the point is that so many people are being fucked up, right? Losing their money, losing their mind because you this can make you this can like damage your mentality, right? Your personal well-being if you start losing money and you I mean I'm telling you from my own experience. I've had the luck to have enough time and resources to keep going, but that's not the case for everybody.
Yeah, I understand everything that you're saying, and I agree with all of that. It's just
Yeah,
like, like some people, I don't know, man. Like some people, for where you spend like $500 for a 2-day course and you expect to learn an entire profession. I don't know
yeah,
though. Like that's,
that's
you got to be kind of I guess desperate is one of the words I would use, is like to,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like or
but it doesn't
already in
matter.
a state of like fog where you're like,
Yeah,
if I spend this right now, I'll be making money tomorrow. It's like if it was that easy, then everybody would be a whatever. Like it doesn't even have to be trading. It could be anything.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know, if it was put $500 in the slot machine and I come out being a millionaire on the other side, then everybody would be doing that. But there is no such thing, right? So eh, naive, I guess, kind of would be another word I would use, maybe. Where you see the
Um,
Lambo, like the rental Lambo and the rental
n-
house in the background with the
no, no, no. You know what? The thing is not that only because I paid a very expensive class. I did. My brother and I and George did as well, and it was the same bullshit. We didn't learn shit. Um,
But was it promising you that you were gonna make money in like the next week?
Not really, but they
It was
implied
just a
it.
trading
Like,
school or a trading academy or something
yeah,
like that,
it
right?
was a trading academy. They don't tell you, of course, because they have liability and this disclaimers and stuff. Nobody reads, but they sort of like they implied that you would be making money in few weeks. Um, and it was such a lie. Also, they lost the case with the FTC because of that, right? And mainly because because of whoever was teaching you was not a trader, was not trading, didn't have a real account, didn't have a good performance whatsoever. So um I rather just doing live streams, sharing my own risk, what I do, the accounts that I trade, real money, funded accounts, and real money because I have my funded account. I have 40 accounts right now. Plus, I have my own money, uh, and and I you know I'm trying to be very transparent in what I do. Um, and if someone is very interested, I'm thinking, I'm more thinking like in the future, probably like helping people out, 101. All right, so you follow my methodology. You have questions. Yeah, let's do sessions 101, right? Um, and I can work closely with someone, but just to have like 10 videos and pretend that they will be a profitable trader just off of watching few videos is so messed up, bro. And guess what? This is the bad part. A lot of people want to believe that. A lot of people want to believe in that. So they lie to themselves. Like, I spent 3 grand, 2 grand in a class, and I'm gonna be profitable. Um, but yeah, yeah, and everyone wants the lifestyle. Like, I'm guilty of that too. I want the lifestyle as well. But at the end of the day, um, um, at the end of the day, bro, your experience is gonna teach you, right, for good or bad.
Yeah, going back on what you were saying, like I'm actually really surprised that Ross was like Ross Cameron, Warrior Trader. I'm surprised that
Yes,
he was like I don't even know what actually happened, but I heard that he was taken to court or something and sued over blah blah blah. But it's like every video I've seen of his, he's never guaranteed excuse me, guaranteed anybody any type of profit, and he's got a like 500 lines of disclaimer when he starts his videos off that says like trading in the market is risky, blah 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 blah. I was very surprised that he was you know like for selling his course or his training camp, whatever. I was
I
surprised that he seems like a genuine helpful dude. I don't know what the background story was on it, but it just that caught me off guard. It felt like it's really odd.
I don't know the reason of him being sued by the FTC. I don't know if he settles. I heard like he settled for like $3 million or something. But based on what he says on his website, in 2022 he made like $7 million. Um, so if I'm him, right, and he sells a lot of classes. Like, I took his class because one friend of mine bought it, and I bought half of that class. Um, and look, now seeing that class, it looked to me so basic and so um how can I tell you this? Like, so basics, things that you can just get off of YouTube. You don't need to even go deep into YouTube to see that, right? You just
Right.
type in how to day trade, and you will see that class, everything that he teaches you, right? Um, but if I am him, and I sell probably a couple $1 million in courses every year, and I made $7 million off of trading, I would settle the lawsuit for 3 million, right? So I don't have to spend time and resources, fighting for that, right? I can make that in a year, right? I'm telling you, my perspective, right? So I don't think he's a bad person. Um, I think he's a very good person. I still nowadays follow him on social media, and I mean, I watch him sometimes because he's a seven-figure trader, and he struggles a lot with psychology. He revenge trades. Um he suffers from every psychological issue that any trader has. So I respect that he shares that with everyone, right?
Mhm.
Whereas I see other traders, like they see like they seem like, no, I don't make mistakes and so on, I always win. So I when I see when I immediately see a trader that says, no, I am like 90% profitable, all right, just fuck out of here. I don't want to watch I don't want to watch you anymore, right? um but the fact that he got into the FTC lawsuit, um, along with other companies, like they were suing Online Trading Academy, they were suing Bull, another one, like two or three these big um, guys that sold courses for day trading, they got sued at the same time. And I think Ross um, got just in the middle of it, right? He was very popular. Type in day trading on YouTube, man. First thing that comes up is Ross. No, oh no, I thought it was googling um day trader for beginners in Google. Oh, he's not anymore there, but he used to be like the first thing he that showed up. Oh yeah, there you go. Warrior trading is like in the first page, right? So he's very popular. But yeah, and I think it was on my part also, like I was expecting from $1,000 class, which I think he paid 2 grand, I paid him 1,000 for the Rossos class. Expecting to be profitable from that class is just stupid. But if I would made a class, I would, the first thing I would say, like, don't you think you're gonna be profitable watching this class? That's the first thing I would say, right? Because is it is a truth. It is a truth. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of work. All right, guys. I think this is it for this year. I'll see you next year. Um, Hopefully 2024 is our year. Is our year. I wish you guys the best. Um, Happy New Year, and I'll see you guys on the second. Is the second, right? Tuesday.
Tuesday, whatever Tuesday is.
Yeah, I think I'll be here on the second. I don't plan to go out for the weekend. I'm just gonna stay home. Um, Thank you for being so loyal, and I look forward to see you next year. Happy trading, and trade safe. Bye
Happy New Year, everybody.
bye.
Take it easy, everybody. Be safe.